Gentlemen, let me ask you something straight. Do you honestly believe that at your age, women only want men with fat wallets, flashy cars, or a head full of thick dark hair? Because if you do, let me stop you right there. That is a lie. A lie society has been feeding you for decades. Here is the truth. There is something far more powerful than money or looks. Something most men over 60 already have within them, but do not know how to use. And when you unlock it, women, yes, even younger women are drawn to you like a magnet. And no, it does not take surgery, a sports car, or a miracle pill. It takes just 12 minutes a day. Stick with me because I am about to share the exact practice that makes women lean in, chase you, and fight for your attention, while other men your age keep wasting their time competing where they cannot win. But before we go further, do me a quick favor. If you are ready to reclaim your confidence and attract women without gimmicks, hit that like button, drop a comment below, and tell me where you are watching from. I love seeing men from all over the world tuning in. And make sure you subscribe because every week I reveal science-based insights that most doctors never share about attraction, vitality, and maintaining energy and charisma after 60, shared proudly here on The Stoic Heart. Now let us bust a myth. Society says once you are over 60, you are invisible to women unless you have got a Ferrari, a private yacht, or you are a retired movie star. Forget it. Right, wrong, completely wrong. I have worked with men in their 60s and 70s who have women 20 or even 30 years younger actively pursuing them, not because of their bank account, not because of Botox, but because of one thing: psychological attraction. See, women are not starving for more young, pretty boys. They are starving for maturity. They are exhausted by men at any age who are insecure, needy, or trying too hard to prove themselves. The truth is, you already have the advantage. You just have not been taught how to use it. For those of you who do not know me, I am Kendra Hayes, and I have spent the past 5 years specializing in men's health and relationships, helping men not only reclaim their vitality, but also rediscover their confidence in the dating world. And here is the boldest thing I will tell you. Men over 60 are sitting on an untapped goldmine of attraction power. Younger guys cannot compete with it. They literally cannot. Why? Because they are still building their lives, still chasing validation, still proving themselves. But you have already lived, learned, built, and survived. That is your advantage, and that advantage is what separates a wise man from a restless boy. So what is the secret that flips attraction? On its head, it is something called outcome independence. And when you master this, women cannot resist you. Let me explain the 3 biggest mistakes men over 60 make and the habits to replace them with. Mistake number 1, chasing instead of attracting. Most men your age are still acting like it is high school. They try to impress women, prove they are still desirable, or worse, flash money as bait. Biologically, this backfires. Women sense desperation the way sharks sense blood. Emotionally, it feels needy and gives away your power. And practically, you spend money, time, and energy trying to prove yourself when you do not need to. The solution is to cultivate outcome independence. Instead of chasing, learn to radiate contentment. That psychological shift creates a magnetic pull. She comes to you naturally. And in just a moment, I will show you the exact 12-minute daily practice that trains your mind to make this switch. Mistake number 2, tying your worth to a woman's approval. Here is what most men do not realize. The moment you look to a woman to validate you, asking yourself, am I still attractive? Do I still have it? You lose her respect. Biologically, your stress hormones spike when you crave approval, making you appear tense instead of relaxed. Emotionally, it kills your natural magnetism because you are performing instead of being real. Practically, you walk on eggshells and she feels it. The solution is to detach your self-worth from her reaction. Value your wisdom, your life, experience your independence. When you radiate that kind of inner strength, women sense a man who does not need them but chooses them. And that is deeply irresistible. Mistake number 3, competing where you cannot win. Too many men in their 60s try to play the youth game. They dye their hair, buy the flashy watch, or hit the gym, trying to look 35 again. Let us be honest, you are not 35, and that is a good thing. Biologically, women are not wired to want a boyish partner forever. They want a man who projects stability, confidence, and groundedness. Emotionally, they crave the peace that comes from being with a man who knows exactly who he is. Practically, you stop wasting money and energy pretending and start doubling down on your real strengths. The fix is to stop trying to look younger and start embodying quiet confidence. That is the real alpha energy women are drawn to. Now let us get practical. How do you actually build outcome independence into your daily life? I teach my clients something called the Indifference Activation Protocol, just 12 minutes a day broken into 3 parts. Step 1 is 3 minutes of contentment rehearsal. Sit quietly and imagine your life exactly as it is. No woman, no approval, no validation. And feel deeply satisfied. You are not lacking anything. This trains your brain to stop signaling neediness. Step 2 is 4 minutes of agenda-free visualization. Picture a conversation with an attractive woman. But here is the twist. You are not trying to get anything. No number, no kiss, no date, just enjoying the interaction freely and naturally. This rewires your brain to stay fully present instead of calculating what to do next. Step 3 is 5 minutes of self-appreciation. Reflect on your accomplishments, your strength, your wisdom, and your ability to overcome challenges. Not to brag or compare, but to genuinely recognize your worth. This strengthens unshakable confidence. And here is the paradox. The less you care about attracting women, the more attractive you become. Take Frank, one of my clients from New Jersey. He is 68. Instead of trying to impress a woman at his local coffee shop, he just sat relaxed and enjoyed his book. Within minutes, a 52-year-old woman started the conversation. They have been together for 2 years now. Why? Because his energy said, "I am already complete. I do not need you, but I would enjoy your company." That is the kind of energy that pulls women in without effort. Now, do not think this is about being cold, distant, or playing games. It is not. This is about freeing yourself from desperation, because women can sense desperation from a mile away. But they are magnetically drawn to a man who radiates calm, self-assured confidence. And the best part is you do not need to fake it. You already have this power inside you. Decades of lessons, wisdom scars, and triumphs. That is what makes you magnetic. You just have to stop hiding it behind insecurity or old habits. So gentlemen, here is the real truth. You are not too old. You are not invisible. You are not past your prime. You are standing at the perfect stage of life to attract women in a way younger men cannot. All it takes is a mental shift and 12 minutes a day of focused practice. Begin tomorrow. Practice outcome independence and watch how women begin to look at you differently with curiosity, warmth, and admiration. And remember, you do not need to become someone else. You just need to unlock the man you already are. If this message resonates with you, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear it, and tell us in the comments. What is your biggest challenge in dating after 60? I read every one of your stories. Gentlemen, life is not about fading into the background. It is about walking into every room with quiet confidence, knowing you have nothing to prove and everything to enjoy. Stay strong, stay magnetic, and remember, this message is brought to you by the Stoic Heart. Now, let us continue, because what I am about to share next can completely change how you see yourself and how women see you. You see, most men over 60 underestimate how powerful their presence really is. They have spent decades providing, leading, and solving problems. Yet, when it comes to attraction, they forget that presence is everything. Women do not fall for words. They fall for how they feel in your presence. When you enter a room with calm, certainty, and grounded energy, you immediately separate yourself from every other man who is fidgeting or trying to prove something. Confidence without words is louder than anything you can say. This is where energy awareness comes in. Every interaction between a man and a woman is an exchange of energy, and younger women especially are sensitive to it. They can sense when a man is comfortable in his own skin, when his body language says, "I am at peace," and when his eyes communicate depth instead of neediness. That is what creates intrigue. It is not about being flashy or smooth. It is about being deeply relaxed and genuinely connected to yourself. I often tell my clients this: your body speaks before your mouth does. A woman reads your posture, your tone, your breathing, your rhythm long before she hears your words. That means if you approach her with tension, she feels it instantly. But if you approach her with calm, self-assured presence, she relaxes and opens up naturally. That is biology. Her nervous system mirrors yours. If you are calm, she feels safe. If you are needy, she feels pressure. That is why outcome independence works at a subconscious level. It changes your energy, and when your energy shifts, everything else follows. Let us go deeper into what outcome independence actually trains inside your brain. When you stop chasing validation, your dopamine system resets. Instead of depending on external approval for reward, your brain begins to produce calm, steady confidence internally. That is what I call self-sourced confidence. It is not a fake act or motivational hype. It is a biological shift in your nervous system. Your hormones regulate differently. Your posture straightens your voice, slows down, and your eye contact deepens. All of that happens naturally when you practice non-attachment every day for 12 minutes. Now, let me share a small exercise to take your transformation even further. I call it magnetic breathing. Find a quiet space, place your hand over your chest, and take slow, deep breaths through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 2 seconds and exhale slowly for 6 seconds. As you exhale, imagine releasing any tension or fear about being liked or chosen. Then quietly repeat in your mind, I am already enough. I bring value without effort. Doing this for 5 minutes each morning strengthens your emotional control and enhances the calm, masculine presence women subconsciously crave. Let us be real, women today are surrounded by noise, constant attention from social media men trying too hard to stand out. But very few men give them silence, peace, and genuine presence. That is why when a man over 60 who is grounded, calm, and emotionally intelligent walks into their life, it feels different. She cannot explain it logically, but she feels it emotionally. She feels safer, more feminine, more open, and that is what draws her closer. There is also something called silent leadership. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead not by controlling, but by guiding with calm direction. Silent leadership is about showing emotional stability. It means you are the one who remains calm when others panic. You listen more than you speak. You do not rush decisions. You respond instead of react. That kind of energy communicates power far beyond physical strength, and it triggers deep respect and attraction in a woman's psychology. Younger men often mistake loudness for dominance, but women instinctively know that true dominance is quiet. It does not shout. It does not seek validation. It simply exists. That is why, when a woman meets a man who has mastered his energy, she feels pulled toward him without understanding why he is like gravity, and she cannot resist being in his orbit. Gentlemen, this next phase of your life is not about chasing youth. It is about mastering presence. When you combine presence with wisdom, you become irresistible. It is about slowing down and allowing attraction to unfold instead of forcing it. Because when a woman feels seen, heard, and calm around you, she connects on a level that is rare in today's fast-moving world. And here's what I want you to understand. Your presence is your power. Your calmness is your weapon. Your wisdom is your magnet. When you live in alignment with those three forces, you do not chase attraction. You attract it naturally. Every look, every conversation, every silence becomes meaningful. Women can feel when they are with a man who has lived a full life, who carries strength without arrogance, and who listens without judgment. In the next part, we are going to go even deeper into something that amplifies all of this. It is called emotional mastery. It is the invisible signal that tells a woman, this man can handle me, my moods, my storms, my softness, and my fire. And when a woman senses that, she stops testing and starts trusting. So stay with me, because what comes next will teach you how to emotionally lead with power, grace, and authenticity so that no matter your age, you become unforgettable. This is the Kendra Hayes.